So Destroylonely is an artist that was just destined to be on my channel, minding the simple fact of him being probably one of my top 3 right now. Having accomplishments like being signed to Playboy Carti's Opium label, which I feel really does say a lot, but I think you get the point, so let's get into who is Destroylonely.
I got my name Destroylonely from like pretty much when I was younger. I was doing like kind of like drugs and shit, and I felt like that was bad for me, and I would in the shit like destroy myself. And around the same time, I was also spending a lot of time with myself, so that's where I got the name Lonely from.
Bobby, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. But Lone was born in Atlanta, Georgia on July 30th, 2001, and from a young age, he was already around a lot of music, with his dad being IT-20, who was mostly known as being on a song with Ludacris called Move. As a child, Lone would have traveled multiple tours with his father and also with Ludacris that he refers as his uncle. After Lone would be in the studio with his father, watching him make music and watching him come up, Lone would then take his own interest in making music. But this would just only be the beginning of Destroylonely's music career, where he would discover SoundCloud. Around 2015 to 2016, this would be what I would call Destroylonely's experimental stage. Lone would start making music, and at the time, he would go by the name of Tundra Boy Lonely, and he would upload his first song on SoundCloud on June 18th, 2016, and the name of the song would be Drexler. And to be honest, for his first ever song, this isn't too bad. But randomly at the school that he went to, they just randomly added a studio, and Lone spent most of his time trying to skip class and record in there. With him spending so much time skipping class and trying to record in there, he would learn how to mix his own music and record for himself. From these days on, this would just be Destroylonely's grind to making it in music.
Hey.
You're lonely, baby, huh?
It's Neezy's bitch.
I ain't gonna tell you the pinnacle. All of my shit goes so crazy political. These niggas, they rather just sit in the room and talk about something political.
I would call this Destroylonely's grinding stage because he would now know that music would be what he would be doing for the rest of his life. He would have some music videos out, some tapes out, but at this time, most importantly, he would meet his very good friend, Neezy's Destroyed.
Cookout.
Yeah.
Right before school started. And it was just like a little cookout. We had to do it at this nigga Mikey house. And we was like, everybody was there and shit.
Yeah.
And goddamn, Lone was there. We was all smoking and shit. Then I went to school the next day. This nigga Lone was at my school that I had just started going to because I had just moved over to Ellenwood. Then I met this nigga. We was at Stockbridge. And then I walked in. This nigga was right there. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, hell yeah, I go here too. And then like, we had seen each other like ride in the bus lane. He said, what bus you ride? I said, I ride this one. He was like, nigga, you live across the street. Get on my bus.
Yeah.
So I rode his bus. We walked from his house to my house. And then when we got to my house, you know what I'm saying, we chilled. And then like a few days later, we just started making music.
Neezy's would be on Destroylonely's first ever project, which would actually be a collab tape between them.
Bitch, we going global. Bitch, we going global. Bitch, we going global. Yo, bitches, they local. Yo, nigga don't know you.
Lone would then continue to drop more projects over the years, and if you want to go more into that, I recommend you go to XDev's channel, where he covers all of his lost discography, basically all of his projects, all of his older songs, and things in that nature. But with Lone dropping all these projects, this would just be the beginning for Destroylonely to improve a name for himself. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this video has heard Bane considering it being Lone's top 10 most popular songs. At the time of it dropping, it probably was Lone's best official song out, so it's not that surprising on why it has 50k videos on TikTok. Lone did say in a recent interview that he hates the song Bane because he made it so long ago, and he does say that he hates that TikTok ran the song to the ground. But he did say that he's blessed and he appreciates all the feedback that he got from that song. But I feel like this song is really important to Lone's career, and it needed its own place in the video. But after this, Lone would continue to keep pushing out music videos, tapes, and projects, and around this time dropping some of his best put together music, which would be dropping a tape called Forever I Love You, which would have one of my favorite Lone songs called Usual, having dropped songs like Cross Country, Red Dead, and Runts, which all had their own music videos, but they would soon get taken down. Also dropping another tape on August 7th of 2020 called Addicted to Money. Lone would really be proving a name for himself. Another project that I feel like really needed its own part in the video is called Underworld. Underworld is a producer collective working with people mainly like Destroylonely, having people in the group like Texaco, Cade, and Clayco. I really do like this project and it has a good backstory to it, so yeah.
You think you know me?
October 30th of 2020, Lone would drop his well-known project, Broken Hearts. This album would really be the main reason on why he got into Opium. A close friend of Cardi would hit up Lone to set up a phone call between Cardi and Lone because Cardi said he messed with Lone's music, but it would specifically be when Cardi saw Lone's Oh Yeah snippet on his Instagram story.
I dropped my album, the Broken Heart album, last October. From October to December, that bitch was out. Probably like the end of December. I was just smoking weed one day. His man's Jay, he hit me up, he DM'd me, and he was like, "You hard," cause I had the Oh Yeah video, the snippet of it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
He seen the video, the snippet on my page. He DM'd me. He was like, "You hard," and I was like, "Appreciate that, gang." So then, like a few weeks later, he just hit me again, and he was like, "Cardi fuck with you." I'm like, "That's crazy, y'all niggas like call me or whatever."
So Cardi called you or he called you?
Called me, Jalen called me, and niggas just hit me up. Then bro was like, he fuck with me or whatever. Locked in, and ever since then.
You went to the studio with him and started working?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We went to the studio, went up. It was like, it was just real genuine energy.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with bro.
Now ending the video off, that was the rise of Destroylonely. Right now, Lone is already working on his next album called If Looks Could Kill. And I'm not gonna lie, from the snippets that I've seen, this album is for sure gonna be good. Out of all the If Looks Could Kill snippets that have came out in the last 2 months, I guess, that for sure is my favorite. But that was Who Is Destroylonely, and I will see you in the next one.